Welcome to Dad Guide, I'm Cooper, and today we're talking about 5 essential items that you need to take with you camping, cottaging, outdoorsing of any kind, beach, just all the fun stuff you're going to do all summer long. So this is just 5 simple, easy hacks that are going to make your life 10 times easier, 100 times easier, just way better. So the first one we're going to get into is for diaper changes. So carrying diapers outdoors, whether you're in a cottage, maybe you're in a tent, trailer, whatever it is, it can be a little difficult, gets stinky real quick. So the first thing I recommend is dog poop bags. So they're easy to use, they roll up, nice and convenient, nice and small. You can carry them with you in your pocket, so when you're changing a diaper, you just pop it right in. So the nice thing about these things too is they're built in for smell control. You put it in, tie it up, you can put your wet wipes in there, anything you got with you, and then you can throw it in a garbage later, you can dispose of it. Helps keep your car smelling not so bad. If you're out on a beach for a bit, it keeps the area smelling nice and clean. You don't have to worry about that stink that you might sometimes get. So just a nice, easy, convenient way, nice little hack that makes your life way easier. So for our second item, we're getting into one of the most important things. Diaper changes, very important, but you can deal with the stink if you have to. What you don't want to be dealing with is a baby that can't sleep. So for this, I recommend getting a USB powered sound machine, ambient light machine, and then using a power brick. So that way, if you're at a campsite that doesn't have electricity, you can still use it. You can still get your little guy to sleep. If you're at the beach and it's noisy, you can kind of drown out some of that noise, get them into a typical routine. So you want a fairly significant power bank. I do use a solar charging one as well, just because it can, if you run out of battery, use it in a pinch. However, they take quite a while to charge. So I definitely recommend getting a very big power bank, charging it up ahead of time, and then maybe using the solar one to spot it when you need to. So very simple, plug it in, hit the power button, and it makes noise. You got your light on the top, so if you want that, it's still right there. Very simple. Definitely recommend this. It's just something that makes your life quite a bit easier. I know with our guy, he definitely battles sleep at every turn. He wants to be up and playing all the time. So just having this where you can kind of recreate the home environment, I found made a big difference. So I definitely recommend these 2 items, dog poop bags and the light. So for our third item, this is something I find very convenient. It's a nice little pop-up shelter. So they go into a nice little bag. You basically unfold them. I'll show you exactly how to do it, and then you just throw them on the ground and they poof up and you got yourself a shelter. I find it more convenient than taking a playpen or the other travel cribs. They take up a lot of space in the vehicle. They're kind of inconvenient to take with you. Some of them are fairly heavy, so this is just nice, light, easy to pack with you on a beach day, camping, wherever you're going to the cottage. You just pretty much can put it down, pop up, you got yourself a nice little fort. So I like this too because obviously, like, you look at me, I'm as white as can be. My sun burns really easy, so it protects from the sun. You can open up the flaps on the outside, so let the breeze through, so you get that shade, but you still get the breeze let in. Obviously, in the outdoors, you deal with a lot of bugs, so typically you're dealing with like black flies, mosquitoes, deer flies, those things you don't want biting your kid. But something that's also really common now is ticks. So this is a good way to keep, protection from that. It's also a good spot where you can check over, make sure there's no ticks. Obviously, they carry different diseases like Lyme disease and other ones, so it's something that you got to be very cautious of. So I'll show you how this shelter works. It's very easy to pop up. I'm going to be honest, putting it back into the little circles, I'm not great at. Other people don't seem to have an issue, but I guess I just stink at it. I guess spatially challenged, that's what my wife tells me. So often I take it to her, get her to put it back together. It just saves me the headache. And well, it's easy to pop up. I'll show you that in 2 seconds. Like I mentioned, very easy. You basically just unfold it, pop up, you got yourself a shelter. Fold down the sides. So again, very easy to pop up. You basically unfold it, poof, you got yourself a little tent. So you got the blinds here to use in the screen, so nice and easy. And then you got the nice little tarp underneath. I'm not sure exactly how long this will last. I don't think it's going to be a multi-season product. I think it's probably something you're going to have to rebuy for a little bit. but again, you're only going to be using it for so long, so it's not the end of the world. They're not that expensive. So value for convenience, I'd say, is very high on this one. For our fourth item, I recommend something like this. It's a nice travel chair for the little one. You can see it here. They fold up nice and small, well, semi-small, but a portable amount. So this isn't something you might take every day if you're just doing a day trip, but if you're going for a few days camping, a weekend, you're going to the cottage, this is something that I find kind of indispensable. It's got the sunshade, so you can have them outside in it. It's got a nice little bottom, so then you can keep their feet out of the grass if you're worried about bugs, like I mentioned earlier. Ticks are a big thing, you got to keep an eye out, so this is good to just kind of protect them from that. It's also got toys, so if you're off needing to do something for 30 seconds, you can kind of let them enjoy themselves a little bit. Our guy absolutely loves being on his feet, so these things for us are very helpful. You don't leave them in it for too long, but it is something that you can use from time to time just to free up your hands if you're doing something. So it's nice as far as that goes. So for our fifth item, we all know packing can be a bit time consuming and also take up a lot of space. So when you're going camping, you're going to a cottage, you end up using a lot of space when you're packing for an extra body, even if they're really tiny. So something that I found has been super helpful for us, it was actually my wife's idea, full credit to her, is packing everything in the vacuum sealable bags. So where we often wouldn't have brought everything we were able to fit in the car this time, we were able to. So for example, we were able to fit in my wife's nursing pillow, which is very helpful when you're camping, obviously, and traveling and cottaging. So yeah, this is a very simple item to use. Basically, you have your pump, and then you seal the bag. You put it on the vacuum sealable bag, and then you just pump and take all the air out. So you can see very quickly how little you can pack down a couple bags, blankets, everything like that. So super great product. Definitely worth investing in. Obviously, if you're just doing day trips, this isn't something that you're going to take with you, or maybe you will. It still helps compact things, but it just makes carrying that extra load of clothing so much easier. So highly recommend investing in this product. Again, links in the description. Multiple spots you can buy something like this, but this is a nice one, especially when you're dealing with like stuff like this, right? You're in a cottage and you got nowhere to room, and you gotta move around bags, and you got no space. Just having it all packed into one little bag instead of having to unpack everything into different areas and all that, that just makes your life easier. So thanks for tuning in. Great to be able to share the journey of fatherhood with other parents that are going through very similar things. Parenthood is a remarkable journey, but it's also can be a little bit daunting. I know the first time we were going outdoors for camping, we didn't really know what to pack, and we packed way too much. But also forgot some things that were very obvious. So that's why these 5 products that we looked at were just very simple solutions to some things we ran into the first couple times we were outdoors. So if you've enjoyed this video, please leave a like, please subscribe. Your support is really appreciated. I know there's been a lot of growth on this channel and a lot of comments, so please, if you have any questions, let me know. Any feedback, let me know. It's just awesome to be able to share this journey with other parents.